everyone, Janie here, and this is part 2 in a series of upcycling or recycling your denim jeans. And last week we made a purse out of a pocket, and this week we are covering a little album, a little photo album. I don't know if I can get her on there good, but she's a cute little bestie. And she is Say a Little Prayer Girl, which was perfect for my project because I'm using this album to put Bible verses in. But you can do the same technique on a little photo album, scrapbook, journal, notebook, anything you want. So let's head over to my craft table and get started. To make this album, I started off with an old pair of jeans. This one, as you can tell, has already been used because I use old jeans and pockets on jeans and everything all the time. But an old pair of jeans and a little book. This is an Instalife album from Close to My Heart. And I chose to use this because it's a little binder and it has these cute little pages to go in it that are made just to go in it. This will hold, a 4x4 page or picture, whatever I want to stick in there. And these hold little 2x2s, and it is so cute, and it's going to be perfect for what I'm going to be using it for. So we have the jeans, we have an album, and the next thing we have to do is cut the jeans bigger than the album. So I'm using a pant leg here. I could even use it up here with a hole in it if I wanted to. It would be cute, but I'm using this pant leg, and so I want to cut it bigger than the album, just, for error's sake. So I'm just going to cut it right here. It doesn't have to be perfect at this point. Let me move them out of the way. Okay, so now we have an album that actually this needs to be glued to this direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put this in a box I have just for spray adhesives. Set it up in there, and I'm going to spray it with this spray adhesive. Now you may have one that you like better, but this is one I've been using for years and I'm quite happy with it. And what's going to happen is after I spray this, give it a nice coat of that adhesive spray, I'm going to have to immediately hook it in here, and we're going to want it closed when I attach it. So we don't want to put it on while it's laying wide open like this. We want to close it around it and make sure that everything closes up nicely. But I'm going to have to do that really quick when I do this. So I had two choices: either make you wait while I go spray or stop the video and come back. But I think I'm just going to make you wait. That way I can move a lot faster and you don't miss anything on this. So I'll be right back. Just be patient. It'll just take a second. Okay, I'm back. It's sprayed. I'm going to lay it down. But like I said, we want to bend it. We want to make sure everything is where it needs to be and rub it on really good, front and back. We want to make sure that it has adhered. So just rub it really good. Make sure every part of it, there we go. I want to make sure that every part is glued down nicely. Okay. Now I'm going to wait for the glue to dry before I go on to my next step. So far, this is what we have, and I will be back in a minute. I let it sit about 20 minutes. It probably would have been just fine in 10 minutes. But now I'm going to trim off the excess, and I'm going to do that by using pinking shears. So we'll just start cutting along the edges. I like to leave a little, I don't want to cut exactly next to the book. I want it to go a little bit beyond the edge. hope this is not boring you watching me cut. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video so you don't have to watch me cut slowly, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it all trimmed. So it's on there nicely. And the next thing I want to do, my favorite color is pink. And I want to take this pretty pink lace trim and put it around the edges. And I'm going to be using Fabri-Tac by Beacon to do that. This stuff is awesome. I've made purses with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in this upper left-hand corner of the front, because I also want to end there, because that's where I'm going to add my flower, you know, to hide where it connects. So I'm going to get started just to show you, and then I'm going to go off camera. So let's see here. Get it down here where you could see it. Probably should have poked a hole in it. It's coming out a little slow. Okay. I want to make sure that I have plenty on there. Yep, I need to poke a hole in this. This is just too hard for me to squeeze. Okay. So, starting with that corner, I'm going to get that on there. Okay, so it started. Let me go finish that. The lace trim went on beautifully. And the next thing I would like to do is add some ribbon. So I'm going to take some matching pink ribbon, and I'm going to go along all of the edges, right over the top of this. And I'll be doing it the same way. I'm still using Fabri-Tac, which works beautifully when you're not sewing but still using material. Let me get this on here. Sorry, it's taking 2 hands from me. I don't know why. Think I must be getting weak in my old age? Okay. So, just place the ribbon right along that edge. Smooth it down nicely. And now I've got it started. I'm going to finish it off camera and I'll be right back. The ribbon is all on there nicely, and now it's time to add some embellishments. So I wanted to add some pearls, a little string of pearls here, and I actually have a whole roll of these. They're white, but what I did is I wanted to make them pink, and I know that the color is just not showing up good in here, but in order to make them pink, I used my Spectrum Noir, and that is PP2. Probably can't see it good, it's rubbing off, but that's what it is. It's PP2. It's a pink Spectrum Noir, and so I colored these little pearls, and I'm going to attach this right up here at the corner, and then I'm also over the top of that going to attach this sweet little flower. It's kind of a tulle or ribbon with little pearls in the middle. They're also pink. And I'm still going to use the Fabri-Tac to attach these. It works great even if it's not fabric. So let me get a little drop right up here in the corner. And I'm going to lay these little pearls right up there in that. Okay, and that probably needs to dry, but I think I'm going to try to attach this right over the top and then let it dry. So let me get a little bit of Fabri-Tac right here on the back of the flower. Okay. Just going to place that right over the top. Squish it down a little bit. Get everything right where I want it. There we go. And I'm going to let that dry before I go any further. I knew this precious little image was going to be perfect for my book. This is a bestie of Faith, and her name is Say a Little Prayer Girl. And what I did was I colored her with Inktense watercolor pencils, and then I scanned her into my computer, and then I printed her out on this adhesive fabric. So it is fabric with an adhesive back that can go through your printer, which is really awesome. And that's how I got her on there. And I know this looks horrible right now, but that's not how it's going to stay. So the next thing I did was I wanted a little frame, and so I made this cute little frame to go around it. And I did that using my Sizzix scallop die, which was what cut the main circle so that the outside was scalloped. And then I took my Sizzix regular circle die and used that to cut the circle out of the middle. And then I painted it with, hold on one second. I should have had this sitting right here. But this really pretty pearl paint, it's from Martha Stewart, and it's pink, and it's called Antique Silk. But it is a really pretty pearl pink. And so that's what I'm going to attach right over the top. And then I'm going to attach some other little goodies. So give me a second to put this on, and then I'll show you what else I'm going to do. There it is. And I forgot to tell you what I made this out of. I use, this is pretty thick. It is called coaster. So it's a coaster material. But you could also use, you know, something from a cereal box or a cracker box or something like that. It makes it, you know, it's kind of a little bit thinner than chipboard, but you could also do it with chipboard. But it's just nice. It's raised and dimensional. And now I'm going to add some flowers. So just gonna pop them right on there. I've got little pop dots, not pop dots, excuse me, glue dots on the back. So just put those right on there, like so. And then I want something in the middle, so I took some of my flat back adhesive pearls and I colored 3 of them with my Spectrum Noir alcohol inks. And I'm going to put one in the middle of each flower. Figure it goes right along with the rest of the pearls that are on here. Get it right in there. There. How does that look? And there's so much more I can actually do to this. I'm contemplating maybe doing something, you know, down the side. But for right now, this is all I'm going to be doing to the outside of this. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to decorate the inside a little bit. Are you ready to see the inside? Okay, here we go. Look at that. I used some of Sherry Baldy's My Bestie's papers in here. And the ones I used are vintage romance inserts. And they actually come with these 2 pages connected and the same size, which they're not right here. But the reason is I needed them to be 2 separate sizes. So I went in and I cropped them to separate them so each page was separate. And then I sized it to the right size that I needed. And I did a little computer journaling on them before printing them out. So I've got a couple of my favorite verses. And I put a pink strip of cardstock right down the middle to kind of bring it all together. So we started off with one of Sherry Baldy's My Besties, just adorable. And we finished it off with Sherry Baldy's My Besties paper. Just beautiful. I love her papers. I really do. So the only thing I have left to do is put in the little, I don't know if you call them page protectors, but we'll put those right in there. And now, as I'm reading my Bible and I come across verses that I like, I can print them out and put them in here. And, you know, maybe do a little artwork to go along with it, maybe some more of Sherry Baldy's pages or images or something. You can do the same book as a little photo album or whatever you would like. It makes a perfect little gift or something just for you. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you liked the tutorial, and I hope it gave you some great ideas of your own. And don't forget to come back next week to see what else you can make out of a pair of jeans. So until then, bye-bye and happy crafting.